second shortest host, Ian Corticelli.
Hello, welcome to the podcast again. I'm Ethan.
Hello, welcome to the podcast for a third time. I'm Patton.
Hello and welcome to the podcast. I'm your first host, Bryce Corticelli. Are you guys going to introduce yourselves, or?
I said Ethan, right?
But mine was the start. You guys is getting edited out.
No, it's not happening, Bryce. You ruined the whole thing.
Oh, sorry.
You thought we could
What's
restart
going
with
on?
you?
Mine
Really?
was the start.
You're the least important one on the podcast, Bryce.
Objectively, that's maybe true. But
What is going on?
I don't know.
Okay, so we're recording this a little bit after we just recorded our Easter special. Go check that out.
Go check
if
it
you
out,
want.
please.
We watched a wonderful movie. This is how our day has gone. We watched Fox and the Hound 2. We reviewed it. Somewhere in there we ate large pretzels. We just took a break. We ate some pound cake.
Right?
Now we're back recording again in the same room again, and I'm having to look at Ethan's face again while I'm talking, and it's very weird.
Because we are all together.
We're all together in the same room.
What's the count on Neapolitan M&Ms? We got any of those bad boys left?
I hope not.
Let's see. Oh, we've got one.
Oh, we got one.
That should just be like the punishment at the end of the podcast.
What flavor? Oh, it's just a vanilla.
Okay, when we do the bracket thing later, the worst person gets this M&M has to eat it.
All right. Table that.
Okay.
It needs to be a strawberry one.
Should I hit us with
We
some
should say that we
housekeeping?
have all tried the Neapolitan M&Ms now. Does
And
anyone
we
have-
love it. Ethan loved it a lot.
I give it 0 M&Ms out of 5 M&Ms.
I give it delightful with a hint of terrible.
I give
More
it
than a hint.
terrible with a hint of delightful.
That's probably more accurate.
I think it's the world's strongest M&M flavor.
The strawberry ones will corrupt all other flavors. You could be eating the most delicious food on the planet, and if you put one of those strawberry M&Ms just on the table, everything will taste noticeably worse.
That's
Yeah.
definitely the kind of candy where you just put all like your Easter candy or whatever together, and then they've all been in there with like one candy, and then they all taste like that.
Yeah.
All the
There
chocolate tastes like
wasn't there,
Skittles.
There was like a strawberry Hershey's Kiss that did that to
Yeah.
all food. All
No, it was
food
peppermint, I think.
Was it
I got a
peppermint?
strawberry one too.
I thought
Really?
it was strawberry.
Yeah.
I think it's the
Maybe it
strawberry
was.
one that I'm thinking of. That ruins all food that you keep it with. It just
Ugh.
seeps through
So you can
the
just smell it as soon as you get
foil.
close to it.
It seeps through the foil, through the packaging, into other foods.
It's terrible.
It's horrible.
Unfortunately, there's one in my room while I was sleeping, and I'm now Strawberry Man. Sorry, I hate to admit it, but I'm a Strawberry
It
Man.
seeped through his skin.
Call me Strawberry Shortcake Man.
Oh, now his face is smooth like the outside of an M&M. Ugh.
Ugh.
I can see my reflection in his forehead.
I'm starting to grow seeds on my skin like a strawberry.
I can guarantee there are no strawberries in those M&Ms.
Yeah, 0% strawberry.
0% strawberry.
Housekeeping.
Housekeeping.
Thank you for
What's
listeing to the Scrubcast,
Shout
the
out to
podcast we
Mackenzie.
do
Shout out
every
to
week.
Mackenzie.
Shout out Mackenzie.
Bye. We'll see you next week.
Whoa. It
Shout out
releases on Thursdays, unless Patton gets lazy, which happens sometimes.
On the YouTube every
On
week.
the
It
YouTubes.
happens
Yeah.
Every,
Sorry,
it's late.
sorry, YouTube. We also have a Twitter account. It is at @scrub_cast. I won't say anything this week, Patton. Tweet at us, follow us.
It's not my
We love
fault.
it.
Gosh dang, Patton. Stop
We got it.
changing the names on
We got an influx of followers. We are now at 13, I believe, which is we're moving up the ranks. We're moving up the ranks. And you can email us at scrubpodcast@gmail.com, and we will answer your questions or your heartfelt love letters. We haven't received any of those yet, but
Maybe one day.
maybe one day.
I will accept that.
Maybe one day when
I will
people
definitely
actually
read
love
them.
us.
I'll probably read them on the podcast. You know,
Oh,
if
yeah.
he sends me a love letter, I'll share
Yeah.
it with the world.
Yeah.
You can even ask us life advice because we know so much, and
We do.
we're doing great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 of
I
us are
think-
21 now.
that's
Oh,
true.
happy birthday,
Happy
Ethan.
birthday,
Thank you.
Ethan.
Yeah.
Shout out Ethan's adulthood. It started now.
It started on Thursday.
Let me ask you this, Ethan.
What's up?
Have any weird things happened since you turned 21 that you want to talk about?
No, Bryce.
No? Okay.
What are you thinking of?
Sorry, I don't know. Must have been a conversation we were having earlier.
For your listeners at home, Bryce said something that he doesn't want to share now on air.
That is true. That's true. I'm not going to deny that.
So I'm gonna leave it to you to figure out what Bryce said to Ethan earlier.
Please send us in your
Tweet-
answers.
tweet
Figure
at
it
us,
out.
email
He
us.
will send you a copy of Fox and the Hound 2.
That's
Oh.
true. Our favorite moif.
Our favorite boy.
How long is this special going for? How long do they have? Like, what, a week?
They have
2
until
weeks?
the next Easter special.
Yeah,
Until the
exactly.
next Easter. All right. Anyway, that is all the housekeeping. Let's get into our first thing that we want to talk about.
Bryce, I think you had something that you wanted to talk about.
Bryce, are you ready? Oh, yes, I am. Thanks for asking.
Wow,
Bryce?
those two people sound just alike.
That's
If I had my
incredible.
eyes closed, I wouldn't be able to tell them apart.
Now there's 3 Ians on the podcast. My first thing that I want to talk about, I have a certain unnamed friend who I saw buying plant milk. And I was like, this isn't like coconut milk. On the package it said plant milk. And I was like,
Plant milk.
why are you buying plant milk? And he was like, I can't drink dairy anymore. That's what he said. I'm like, is he lactose intolerant? What does that mean? And I'm like, why are you lactose intolerant? He opens his mouth and his tongue is split down the middle.
Oh no! What? Oh
I now have a snake friend.
no! Oh no!
He's a true reptilian.
I now have a snake friend. I wanted to see what you guys thought about that.
The
Snake
conspiracy
friend?
is real.
Let me say, I did not hide my surprise well. I went, oh, makes sense. That's all I said.
Did you cry out in horror like I just did?
Nope, I went, oh,
Okay.
well then, coolio.
So did the conversation end just right there?
That was it. That was the end of the conversation.
Walk away.
We're like 2 ships passing in the night.
Was the friendship over?
No, we're still friends.
I'm gonna say this. I think everybody should be respected for their own life decisions. You know, we all go through different things. If one of you fellas did this, the podcast would be over. Because I couldn't think about your little split tongue flapping around and making noises into my headphones.
No. Did he sound any different?
He did, but I don't know if it was like because he was recovering. That's why I couldn't drink dairy. It was still like healing, which probably made it extra kind of nasty. But I don't know if it was just because he was recovering or if that's how it always was going to be, but it was different.
Why would you do this thing?
I don't know. I didn't ask him because that was all I got out.
I mean, can you still use your tongue?
I have a lot of questions that I need to ask him.
Middle?
That's nasty.
He could
You'll
talk,
lose.
if that's what you mean.
Yeah,
But
but
do
like,
you
could he
use
lick a
taste
lollipop
bud?
anymore?
Well, here's the thing. The surface area that's actually has taste buds on it that got cut is like a very small line.
Yeah,
Like the inside of your tongue obviously doesn't have anything on it.
I know, but still.
Could he stick his tongue out and move it around?
Separately?
Just at all?
Yeah, it was when he opened it, it was like sticking out. And it was like split. And I was like,
I'm
okay.
looking at a picture of it.
No, no.
I'm going
Yeah,
back.
so interesting. So you guys are fans, is what you're saying.
Yes, very much so. I would do it.
10 reasons
Snake.
why I'm getting a split tongue and why you should consider it too.
Ooh, that seems like a good article.
Let's not read it.
No.
You can communicate with snakes. You didn't know that?
Oh wow.
That is true.
If you get your tongue
It's like
split,
real life parcel tongue.
I don't know what
Be
that just
careful
was.
talking about.
Harry Potter.
Oh,
Be
sorry.
careful
Did
when,
you get that?
when
Yes.
speaking.
I'll leave then.
Be careful in old castles. You might open up certain chambers full of secrets.
Yeah.
Hey.
Wow.
You can actually, like, taste the vibrations in the air or whatever snakes do. I don't know what they do.
Just like that.
I'm gonna be honest. I think you have changed the tone of this podcast with this opening segment.
I'm sorry. Maybe we should have ended with this.
The world is not as bright as it once was.
Yeah.
Well, I have something.
He's a good guy, and he's out there
So
living it.
I never listen to podcasts, but this other podcast followed us on Twitter, and I was like, well, I might as well check it out.
Yeah. Shout out. Thanks for that Twitter follow.
Yeah, it's called
We
the
appreciate
Letter Talk Podcast.
Shout out.
Nice.
This girl, Letter, like she writes letters.
Oh.
This girl, I think her name is Alyssa. She writes letters for her
Cool.
podcast, and they're like 10 minutes long. They're really funny, so you should definitely go listen to them.
Right now,
Shout
it's gonna
out
be
to
way
Le-
funnier than the rest of
She
this
wrote
podcast.
she wrote a letter about identity and staying who you are, but it was actually about Domino's, and it was really funny.
Domino's the game or Domino's Pizza?
The pizza place.
See, here's the
I
thing.
like both of those things.
Yeah, so
We don't have the intelligence to compete with this kind of stuff.
it's
That's
true.
true.
She's out of our league.
Yeah, that's better than us.
You're shouting out something that is already beating us. And
Yes,
we're
it's
talking about it on our podcast, and our podcast is getting smarter as we're talking about it now.
Yes.
It's good. We need
Yeah.
that.
So shout out to Letter Talk Podcast.
Thank
because
you.
Shout
Thanks
out.
for that follow.
and maybe you'll listen to this.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Who
Is
knows?
anybody listening?
I don't
Shout out to
think anybody-
Mackenzie.
Shout out to Mackenzie.
Thanks, Mackenzie.
Our one listener.
Go listen to Letter Talk podcast. Should be good.
Yeah. I mean, as long as they're still downloading our podcast, I don't care.
Yeah, same.
You gotta give us those downloads. Although, I will say, if you take our podcast recommendation and go listen to another podcast, I expect you to download our podcast, delete it, and then download it again.
Oh,
You have to
that's
give
the
us
payment?
double. That's the payment for this. You have to give us extra downloads.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of taking your attention and putting out another podcast. So you have to give us more downloads so we feel better about ourselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty even.
Yeah,
trade.
that's fair.
Okay. Well, Ethan,
Yes,
do you have something you wanted to talk about?
I do.
If you had two tongues, you think you'd be better at podcasting?
Twice as bad.
Oh, twice as
bad.
Twice as bad at
It
podcasting.
could be twice as bad.
Sorry,
Sure.
Ethan. I just had a question.
It's okay, Bryce. You can ruin my segment anytime. It's fine. It's fine, Bryce. Just don't ever
You
do
can
it
see
again.
the vein popping
Don't
in his
ever
neck.
do it again. I've never done it before. That's
Hey guys,
for sure.
I've been thinking really seriously about this, and I think I'm gonna get a split forehead.
Alright,
You guys
podcast
get it.
over. Done. Goodbye.
I just think my brain isn't getting enough air, and that if I had two sides of my face that were more equally split apart, I would just be better in those
Yeah.
situations.
So you'd be
Your
more
brain-
airheaded? Is that what you're saying? You
I
want to
guess
be more
so.
airheaded?
Maybe I'm trying to let all the bad juju out.
You could
Oh.
split your two sides of your brain while you're at it, and then you could like write two things at the same time. I think that's a myth, but people say you could do that.
Yeah, I'm not about to speak about brain science on our podcast that is named the Scrubcast for a reason.
Right.
Are you
Four
even learning
scrubs.
anything at Georgia Tech? Ethan,
Not
please
about
continue.
brains.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that.
Okay, Ethan.
It's all good. All right, so
We're very excited about this.
I have two sports that I would like to talk about.
Crazy
Easy
sports.
spot. Do it, Patton.
Patton.
We suck at it.
Crazy sports.
Thank you.
I
That's
like
very
Patton's
helpful.
better.
It's
Patton's
great.
was good.
Yeah, this is a lot better than
I'm
ours.
hiring Pat. Thank you for all coming in.
You already hired me.
Auditions.
All right, the first sport is reindeer racing.
It's where you race a
Explain.
reindeer.
All right, so first.
Am I racing a reindeer? 'Cause
No.
we're gonna win.
Yes, definitely. First, you've got a reindeer. Okay, that's the first thing you need. Second,
Okay, that seems difficult. But continuing on.
Step 1, reindeer. Got it.
Okay.
Step 1, reindeer. Step 2, skis. All right. And step 3, you need some reins and a harness for that reindeer. And what you will be doing, just like maybe
The
like
rein-
a dog sleigh.
Wait, do you need
race.
4 skis, one for each of the reindeer's hoofs?
No, they are going to be
You're
like.
pulling the reindeer.
Yeah, you run around and pull the reindeer.
Yes, you have to tie on all these skis to this reindeer and pull it across the snow.
No, that's not what it is.
Okay.
No, other way around.
Okay.
Reindeer pulls you as it runs through the snow, and it's just like a primitive chariot race where you're on snow. You're on the
Okay.
skis behind the reindeer, crouched down as small as you can go, because reindeer it's not actually that tall. They're pretty much like normal sized deer, just kind of fatter, I think.
Question: what happens when the reindeer starts flying?
Man, I was about to ask that. I'm not even joking. I was
That's
about
the
to make...
reason they have a harness on, so that the reins do not slip, and you just hang on.
It
Just
just becomes like a swing.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
If
Yeah.
you had been paying attention to the literature, you would know that reindeer can only fly when they've eaten magic beans from kind of a washed-up winter spirit wizard person.
I have not the faintest what you're
What?
talking about.
Please tell me about this literature.
Are you talking about?
Have you guys not seen Santa Claus is Coming to Town? The definitive source of information on Santa Claus's origins and the origin of the reindeer and the origin
That's been
of
a long
elves.
time since I've seen that movie. Also, I'm pretty sure the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer movie is the definitive.
No. That doesn't explain how the reindeer start flying.
I guess
Who plays
that's
in this
true.
movie?
What?
You
We
haven't
have
seen
seen
that
it.
movie?
It's claymation. What are you talking about?
You know the Rudolph the Reindeer
never
movie?
seen
No,
this
no,
movie.
the other one that you were talking about. Were you talking about a different movie, not Rudolph the
Santa
Red-Nosed
Claus is
Reindeer?
Coming to Town is also claymation.
It's like the same
Okay.
version.
It's like the
It's
same
the same
thing.
type of movie.
There's the
never
one
seen that.
that's
It's Christmas
You
movie.
never
it's
seen
what's
that?
his face.
Not Santa
It's
Claus
Old
Coming
Saint
Down.
Nick. Is that the one you're talking about? Where how the original?
Yeah.
It's got
where-
Burgermeister Burger in it.
Yeah, that.
One foot in front of the other. That song? You don't know that song?
No,
I
I don't
don't
know. Where did you see it?
Every Christmas. I don't know. It's just
It's
it's a
a very
Christmas
common
movie. It's a very
Christmas
Christmas.
movie.
Well,
Then how did I not see it?
You
I don't
You've
know.
probably seen it.
so sheltered.
Sure.
I watched it like
So,
20
no, I've seen
times
the
as a
Red-Nosed-
kid.
Santa Claus looks like a ginger me before
Yeah.
he grows the beard.
He really does. Wow.
Yeah. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
No, all I can think
You've
of
not
is
seen this?
like the
Alright,
one
I'm
with the
looking at
little
the
elf.
picture.
In case you guys at home, if there's any people that don't know us listening, if you want to know what I look like, just picture young Santa Claus in that movie, but without the interesting red hair and just very normal brown hair.
Yeah, pretty much.
And also, I'm not very good at climbing things, which is weird. A weird part of the movie where Santa Claus is randomly good at climbing things. I guess that helps him get up the roof into the chimney.
I guess. I don't really remember that movie at
No.
all.
I'm glad we're talking about this in March.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christmas in March.
Glad we're talking about this in our sports segment.
It's about reindeers.
Does it look like it?
Matt is now showing something to Ethan.
This is great on our audio podcast.
You've never seen this movie?
I don't know.
Are you even my brother?
I can't. I can't believe I
I
made
may
that
have seen-
reference
I don't think I've ever seen that all
among
way
the
through.
one person in the world that has not seen that movie.
Yeah, that is weird.
I didn't understand what you're talking about with the magical bean.
Yeah, I didn't
I've seen
remember
the
that movie.
I've seen those movies.
You guys just you've seen the literature, but you don't have it present in your mind at
No,
all
I do
times
not.
like I do.
It's
No.
true. I'm not in the
Always
Christmas
thinking
spirit
about
right
this.
now.
Not in March.
So yeah, reindeer skiing.
Yeah.
Reindeer
we got
racing?
really sidetracked.
Yeah, so anyways.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. So yeah, reindeer skiing. You race around on snow on skis.
that sounds really fun. I wish
Until you
you
die.
could show us the video. It also looks very scary.
Yeah. How do you can you train a reindeer?
That is a good question.
They pull
I mean,
real
just like
sleighs.
any animal, as long as you get to it very early, or
I mean-
or it's very smart, you can train
You
it.
can train a reindeer, but that doesn't mean it's not going to try to kill you when you're making it pull you on skis.
Here's the thing. Have you guys all been skiing?
Yes.
No.
Once.
You-
I've never been on snow
We're
skis.
showing where we're from
I can-
right now.
Snow skiing and snowboarding is easily the most dangerous recreational activity you could possibly do.
I'm going to be honest, don't enjoy it that much.
This is taking that, only you're attached to a reindeer that's pulling you. I have almost died several times while skiing and snowboarding.
Was
I
that
will
because you were
say-
going downhill though?
Yes.
This is on much more flatter ground.
But you'll still be going probably as fast because a reindeer is pulling you.
Probably,
Yeah.
but you
I've
could slow
seen-
yourself down quicker.
I've seen a video on the Brave Wilderness YouTube channel, which Ethan
Shout out.
introduced me to, which is a
That's
wonderful
a great channel.
I seen a video of him hugging a baby reindeer, and that's really the sport that I want to be a part of. If we're gonna do a sport
Hugging
with
reindeer
reindeers,
sport.
I want to do reindeer hugging because they seem very nice and kind of fluffy.
Can I tell my favorite skiing story?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
One time when our scout troop was at the ski resort, we were like somebody was down at the bunny slope, and like the black diamond was above the bunny slope, so it was like Black Diamond and then like a hill of trees and then bunny slope. And a guy fell off the Black Diamond and hit like every tree on the way down and like landed on the bunny slope. And they like had to take him to the hospital. There was like a blood trail down the mountain. We were all like, okay,
Oh my
How have I
God.
never heard this story?
fun skiing for us.
That's hilarious. One time that I went skiing, one of the kids got sunburned. It was also at the Boy Scout troop.
Ah,
The
that was
kids
great.
got sunburned so bad that he had blisters on his face.
He looked like Rocket Raccoon
From
because he
the
was wearing
sun reflecting
glasses.
off and he had the raccoon glasses.
Oh, no.
I was snowboarding down a hill, and I fell, face planted, rolled over, and somehow ended up back on top of the snowboarding down the hill. It was like a cartoon. Just, hey!
You know what that made me think of? It made me think of the biking trip we went on at the scout troop. How many of you were on the biking trip? Were you
Which
guys on
one?
the biking trip?
I was on a biking trip, and
Me
I don't
too.
think I ended up biking.
Okay.
I was on one that I biked.
Were Bryce was on the biking trip where this wreck occurred, of where we were all going down this really steep gravel hill that like wound around and ended sort of at like I think like a stream or something.
There was like a
bridge.
stream that went across a road that like you could drive your car over, but there's no way you could get a bike over it really.
Yeah. So we're going down and we get to this point and the people in front.
It was me.
I knew Bryce stops. Because
Okay, look.
Bryce is not gonna drive. He doesn't want to drive his bike through this water.
I thought you could pull both brakes on the bike. Because I had only ever used the foot brake.
Yeah.
So I pulled both, and the bike just stopped like a cartoon, just boing, and they just fell over on top of me.
And then everyone coming down the hill proceeded to swerve and try to not hit Bryce, and ended up all hitting each other.
It's true.
And I bent the wheel on my bike, and Mr. Hoffman had to unbend it to get it straight so that I could
Ian
ride.
swerved out of the way, and then another guy hit him directly in the back with
Yeah.
his bike.
Oh no.
This is true. I swerved out of the way from hitting my brother.
It's true,
And,
thank you.
And laid my life on the line for somebody to bend
What a
the
good
back
man.
wheel of my bike.
What a good man.
What a good man.
You're so great.
The
That
Saint
is
segment is coming back.
Ian has dethroned Ethan.
Saint Cast.
No.
Ethan was on it, what, 3 weeks in a row? 4 weeks in a row or something?
Yeah, and
All
then
of
we
the
didn't.
weeks.
Well, we didn't do it the last like.
It was just assumed
3
that I
weeks.
was the same.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
No one
Not
had
coming
anything
to
to
throne. This
compete.
coming week, you have to do some nice stuff.
All right.
It's not like this happened this week. We're just
Yeah,
telling the
that's
story.
You don't actually do anything nice, Ian.
That was the last time
That's
that
the
was.
last time I did something nice.
that was the
You know
last
what?
time-
My freaking bike.
Yeah,
got messed up.
that's true.
I learned not to do nice things.
Front wheel of his bike got bit.
Okay.
Well.
I don't know how we got there.
This is the problem with us all being in the same
Yeah.
place.
It's really nice, deciding not to run over your brother. That's really nice.
Yeah, I'm glad you went out of your way not to hit me.
You
Wow.
would have
real
messed up your
problem with
bike
this all
either
being-
way.
The real problem with us all being in the same room is we are 100% just referring to each other as you and then
That's
pointing,
true. That's rough.
knowing that like we're not thinking about that no one can hear our arms pointing.
We're really bad at podcasting,
Or
guys.
Bryce mimicking what his bike did when he crashed.
I think I explained it
No
enough,
one
though.
can see that.
You got the point.
Wait, you
Yeah,
said
you
you stopped
did
and you
good.
just
Yeah,
fell
stopped in
over.
the tracks, and then it
That's
fell
true.
over on me.
And he made the sound effect.
Yeah, it's perfect, Bryce.
That's
Thanks.
Don't
pretty
let your brother be mean to you.
Yeah, you're not on the
Next-
sync cast
Next
anymore.
next week, Bryce is gonna break out like the coconut for like and tell a story about like horse riding. Like he's gonna start making the ultimate sound effects. 2 shoes like stomping up the steps.
It'll be like a radio, like a 1940s radio
Yeah.
show.
Yeah,
We're gonna slowly transition into that.
sounds good.
Support that. What are we? What's our next thing we're talking about here?
I say we go into...
Ethan,
Yeah.
no, Ethan's gonna be.
I mean, we can go into it. Or we can save it for next week.
What's the time on it?
We're at 25 minutes.
Do you want me to go into it?
How long do you think the other stuff's going to take?
It could
It
take a little while
depends.
if we debate anything.
We're going to debate some.
We're gonna.
Let's just
debate.
get into the next
Okay.
Did you say we're gonna vape?
Yes,
We're
we're
gonna
gonna vape. This
All right,
room is gonna
this
be a
is the
cloud of
vape-
vape.
Vape room.
Okay, who said we're gonna vape? Someone
You
said
guys-
that.
I said debate.
Debate.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were
Remember, you can
vaping.
use your ears to hear
The
things.
listeners at home can't hear this, but I've been doing vape tricks the whole time in the background.
It's
I've
true.
been blowing like rings. And, like,
He's been
blowing,
ripping
like,
some fat
a
vapes.
a perfect like 1700 ship through the ring and like.
Ah.
Ring land on the
We're pointing at each other. Lord of the Rings reference.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's a Lord of the Rings reference. You guys should have gotten that. Either
I
of you
got
should
it.
have
I
gotten
didn't
that.
care about it.
Okay, Bryce
Whoa.
just watched that.
Yeah, we did. It was very good.
It was very
It's
good.
not that fresh on my mind, but yeah.
Like
I
a
understand
couple
what
weeks
you're
ago.
talking
Why?
Because it was good.
Just
It's
kidding.
good.
We watched
Why does anybody
Boromir
do
die,
anything
and it was
bad?
sad.
Love,
about. Watch it.
acceptance.
What is
or
up with
fear.
that?
Not wanting
He's just
to.
very good at
We're having
dying.
two conversations
This
right
is-
now.
This is the problem. We gotta cut this whole part out.
We're not cutting it out. It's
Oh,
all
no.
Stays. It all stays.
It all stays.
Can we talk about... No, let's not talk about that. All right, let's get into this.
All right.
What are we
So,
doing?
Wait, you want me to intro it?
Should I... Okay, go.
Recently, I have been seeing on
the web.
Facebook,
Yep.
on the interwebs, a lot of people are filling out brackets that are akin to the March Madness bracket,
Mhm.
but instead of basketball teams, which no one wants to hear about,
Hey.
Liar. Shut up, Ian.
instead of basketball teams, they are Disney and Pixar movies. And Bryce and I decided that we should all, I guess all of us decided, Bryce and I were talking about this yesterday, and we decided that we should all fill out our own brackets and talk about them on the podcast. Because what this has brought to attention in my own life is that I'm friends with a bunch of people who are clinically insane. Yes, Bryce is raising his hand.
Just real quick, take this time to pull up the bracket on your computer or your phone so that you'll know what we're talking about.
Yes.
Just look up
You've
Disney
probably
Pixar
seen
bracket.
it. You've probably seen it.
I just mean so I can see the match-ups.
Yeah,
Yeah. But, like, yes.
we'll go through it.
We'll go through it. First, I do want to mention that we've seen some crazy ones on the internet,
These kids.
including having Frozen take the crown, which is just a sin.
That's
Just
bad.
a sin.
They need to let it go.
That was worse than Bryce.
It's too easy.
No pun king.
I got the same segment, and Ethan got the pun segment. We're like all switching.
Bryce is severely disappointed.
No, Bryce
He's
is
gonna-
he's
he's
so
gonna be
sad.
reading
Do I get
Amazon
this? Do I get the silence in the middle of my sentence segment?
Yeah, Bryce has to trail off in the
Can I try it? Can I try it out?
Yes, go ahead. Try it.
So we were doing this bracket and
It's more abrupt than that, Bryce. It's
Yeah,
not.
it's
We're-
so,
wait,
it's
sorry.
So we were doing this Okay, and I, Patton, Disney, I
don't
Uh,
skip words. I just
Gonna-
stop for a second.
That's true.
There's no skipping words. It's just
There's a lot of in the middle. You gotta give me that.
sometimes.
It's
Just
like,
thinking about it.
to be like, so we've been doing this, bracket.
yeah, that's more like it. You nailed it.
Just 2x speed on Patton's talking. I'm just kidding. I love you, Patton.
Love you, Patton.
We love you,
I'm
Pat.
Shout out-
stroking Patton's
Patton,
beard right
he's
now.
amazing.
Ugh.
He really is. Okay, this bracket. So these kids out here. These,
What if Patton's beard hairs came out of my head?
Dude, my hands are sweating. I don't know
That
why.
is so gross.
Patton, you are like 10 feet away from the microphone.
No, I fell off the bed.
I'm gonna have to ask you to get
Patton's laying in my
closer.
bed and it just fell off the other side of it.
Ian was just looking at Patton, rubbing his hand together, just with this disgusted look on his face for about 10 seconds.
Oh my gosh. This is rough. Oh, real rough.
This is why we usually aren't looking at each other's faces.
Okay, so these kids out here were being crazy because they don't have any respect for our generation of movies.
Right.
So we're about to lay down the law, and we all filled out our own brackets. We're gonna talk about it
We're gonna debate it.
right here.
Okay.
Mine is controversial.
So are we gonna? Are we
we
just
want
gonna
to go
stop?
back and forth or go straight Disney, straight Pixar?
I say we start Man, how are we gonna discuss this?
Let's do
Let's just go
first
through and
round.
Just like the first round.
We'll go round by round.
Start top left and go
Yeah.
down the left
Disney.
side and then down the right side.
Yeah.
And just go first round, second round.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
Disney and Pixar.
Okay.
That's how you do it.
I am going to be interested to see if we all kind of came to similar conclusions.
I don't know.
Oh, top left is gonna be rough right
Ethan's
off the
a
bat.
wild card.
Yeah.
We don't know about
yeah,
Ethan.
let's start out with this.
Oh,
These
disclaimer.
movies I could not remember, so I went with the ones
Yeah.
I did remember.
Disclaimer: we haven't seen some of these movies.
Yeah.
Ethan has the memory of a goldfish,
100% accurate.
so we don't know what'll
Any
happen.
pairing where I haven't seen one of the movies, I just made the other one win.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
I feel
Well,
like
I did that except for one. but-
Okay.
Just tell us. Tell us if you do that.
Yeah.
okay. So first spot, top left of the bracket. Starting out with the screamer. It's Lion King versus Tarzan.
Alright, on three, everybody say their...
We're not gonna say it at the same time.
We're
Okay.
all gonna say the same thing, though.
I want to say something about this because I have a feeling that we all picked Lion King.
We did.
Yeah, we all picked Lion
But it
King.
was a hard pick.
That's
It was
a hard
hard.
pick. I want to make a disclaimer on this before people start saying, because I've seen people put Tarzan over Lion King, and while that is wrong, objectively, it's not as wrong as some of the picks that you could make.
Yeah.
Because what
True.
I will say is in the echelon of Disney and animated movies in general, Lion King is at the top, but Tarzan isn't that much lower down. Like, Tarzan is high up there. It's a great movie.
Can I
But
ask you
think
guys a question?
What?
When you see a girl in a yellow dress, like with sleeves, do you just only think about Jane from Tarzan? Because that is all I can think about when I see a girl in a yellow dress.
No.
I don't
No?
I don't ever see girls in yellow dresses.
Yeah, I can't remember that ever
It's
happening.
rare. It's rare.
But yeah,
But that's why.
That's probably what I think about.
When I see them, I'm like, but why her? There are like a million girls
I
in
don't
Disney movies with dresses on. For some reason, just whenever I see yellow, I think of her.
No.
I think it's just a
Sorry.
very
You have a
specific
crush on her,
color of
Bryce.
yellow.
I don't think so. I don't remember what she
Bryce,
looks like.
sure.
Bryce imagined himself growing up to be Tarzan.
Just a
could be
shirtless
with that
dude in the
hair.
woods.
Yeah, the hair is not that far off currently.
With me
He just
whisking
shook
my
his
head.
head.
All right, next
Alright,
pick.
let's get through it.
Okay. Second thing.
Princess and the Frog and Lilo and Stitch. I went Lilo and Stitch because it's the better movie.
I
Yeah,
went
Lilo
Lilo
and
and
Stitch.
Stitch. Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh,
I
also,
haven't
we're
seen Princess and the Frog, but it can't be better than Lilo and Stitch.
we're all guys, so our brackets are all gonna reflect that.
I don't know.
Let's just say
I
that.
don't know. We'll see. I mean, it will reflect who we are as people and what we cherished as kids. So
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah. We're a sausage
Um,
party.
Don't say
No,
that.
don't say those words.
I just wanted to see if I could get away with it. Sorry.
No.
No.
Sorry.
Oh, God.
I have not seen Princess and the Frog, but again, top
You
left
would
is
probably
rough
like it.
because Lilo and Stitch is again one of my favorite animated movies of all time. Which
We'll talk
makes
about
it
that
very
later, though.
sad that it's up there. We'll come back to that. Ethan, do you want to talk about the third?
Third one. It is Tangled versus Big Hero 6.
I have not seen either of these
Both good
movies.
movies.
I've seen Tangled once. I've never seen Big Hero 6.
Big Hero 6 is a very fun movie because it deals a lot with all technology and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
it's
it's
really
Okay.
fun.
But-
and it's a good message at the end of it.
Okay.
But Tangled is better.
I picked
Tangled is a
Yeah,
good movie.
I picked Tangled
really
over
good.
it.
I love that movie.
I
Tangled's
would say
really good.
that Big Hero 6 has a better message at the end rather than Tangled. To get serious.
Okay.
which is
I don't
the same.
remember
Oh,
what Tangled
This
is
is
about.
your
I just
Saint
remember
cast up in
enjoying
Yeah.
here, boys.
it.
Next
Alright.
up is, and this is gonna be a contentious one, not for us, but for the world.
There is
No.
a right answer to this
There's
one.
there's
Yes.
100%. There's
Frozen versus Moana.
No, Moana all
Moana
the way.
all the
I
way.
love
Are
that
y'all
movie.
saying Moana?
No, Moana.
'Cause
Moana.
both of you just
Moana.
said Moana.
Moonana.
Moonana. Moonana.
I just want to get this
Wow.
correctly on this podcast. so we can say it correctly.
Moonana. Is that a song?
no.
Oh, okay, sorry. So,
Um,
whoever knows that song, just you and me know.
Moana. I will say that Moana is either the best or the second best animated movie that has come out in the last decade.
I would agree with that.
And Frozen is.
The
Frozen
worst
is-
ever.
I don't enjoy Frozen. I will
We are
never
all-
enjoy Frozen.
We are all
We're not
old
6-year-old
males.
girls,
Yeah,
so-
sorry. Sorry to the 6-year-old girls out there.
Moana's a better movie.
Yes.
Here's
Coming
another bad
back
one.
to another contentious one.
Oh boy.
Aladdin versus Hercules.
I went Aladdin because
I went
I
Aladdin.
went Aladdin.
I went Aladdin.
Wow,
I couldn't
we were
remember
very
Hercules.
Here's the thing. They're probably even as far as movies, but Aladdin is more like part of your childhood than Hercules is.
Yeah.
Hercules is like a 1 or 2 time viewing.
Aladdin is more present in culture.
Yeah.
Like everybody talks about Aladdin. Nobody talks about Hercules.
We had Aladdin
Hercules
3
does have-
on VCR.
That's true.
Why isn't that on here?
Why is it?
Why is it that
Aladdin-
hot flick on here?
King of Thieves?
Yeah, there was like a dude with a claw or
No,
something.
we're the only ones that have ever seen that movie.
Yeah, that's true.
I want to shout out. I won't say I'm in love. I think maybe the best Disney song ever is on Hercules, but Aladdin has a whole
you're
new world,
crazy.
which is the other
Yeah,
like,
that's
best
true.
That's
ever.
something you can always think about and everybody knows.
That's a
I
good one,
again
yeah.
would put both of those high on the list. I would put Aladdin
We've got to move
even
on.
higher.
We gotta
Aladdin's
move on.
All right.
Okay.
Little Mermaid. What? Wait, what?
Little Mermaid.
Little
Mermaid.
Little
Mermaid. Little Mermaid and
Down there.
Pocahontas.
Don't mind me, I'm just a little mermaid. I got my little flipper flipping around.
Little
up in the sun,
mermaid.
a mermaid.
You gotta say your thing now. You're a little mermaid. And what's your phrase that you liked from the other thing?
I'm being so vague right now.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The whole thing.
I'm a little mermaid, and I'm as busy as a farm with 1 hoe and 2 rattlesnakes.
Now you have to listen to our Easter special to figure out what we're talking about. Okay, so what do we pick? I
My
picked.
going away and
I did
flipper.
Little Mermaid.
I said Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid.
I said Little
Yeah,
Mermaid.
same.
All right.
I barely
It's just
remember
better.
mine.
It's better. Sorry, Pope. It's better.
Okay, I think we're gonna disagree on that.
Yeah, this is gonna be a contentious one.
Alright, so the next one we got is Mulan versus Zootopia.
You said that so.
I picked
Epically.
Mulan.
I picked Mulan.
I picked
I love that
Zootopia.
movie.
I picked Zootopia.
Hey.
Okay, this is the first one. That was really good.
Good.
That's Pat and I high-fiving.
That was Ian smacking Patton's butt.
By walking in.
He's walking
You're
away.
walking
and-
behind it.
Walking behind in. What is it?
Walking in
It's not
behind.
walking behind.
Walking away in.
Walking away in.
Okay. I'm gonna fight you guys in this one because
Why?
Zootopia is a great movie.
That is a great
But-
movie.
You can't argue with Mulan's characters. Well, Mulan as a character and
Yeah.
the message of Mulan
Yeah.
and the songs of Mulan and the overall aesthetic of Mulan.
Zootopia doesn't have songs though. That's an unfair category.
Yeah.
It
so
doesn't.
it's
It
better.
doesn't have "I'll Make a Man Out of You" on. it.
Yeah,
That's the one thing that I was thinking about.
Yeah,
is
that hurts me.
that
Yeah.
catchy song, but I
Zootopia is a
enjoyed
great movie.
Zootopia as a movie better than Mulan.
I
But
thought
Mulan.
Zootopia had a clever
Maybe
story.
understand that.
It
That
does.
too.
It does have
I
a good
understand
story.
that, but the message of Mulan
But
is
Eddie
undoubtedly.
Murphy and
I mean,
the
I
dragon.
guess the message of Utopia is good too, but
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, Mulan is such a strong.
And that comes from your childhood, and we saw Zootopia when we were, what, teens?
Yeah, probably 19.
Yeah,
18.
that's true. Maybe Zootopia
17.
wouldn't be like this if I had seen it as a kid, but to me, Mulan like
Yeah.
has really sat with me since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And has it for me.
All right, next up
The one
is
we're gonna disagree on.
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast and Nightmare on Elm Street. No, I'm just kidding. Nightmare Before Christmas.
I put
picked-
Nightmare Before Christmas.
I picked Beauty and the Beast.
I picked Nightmare Before
I
Christmas.
picked Beauty and the Beast.
This is what I'm saying. I knew Bryce and I were gonna pick Nightmare Before
I
Christmas.
like Nightmare Before Christmas, but I really like Beauty and the Beast.
Here's the thing.
I like that movie.
I think 95% of people would pick Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
But I just really love Nightmare Before Christmas.
Me too. I
It's a
just
great
really
movie.
That
love
is a
that.
childhood movie for
That
us.
is a childhood movie for us.
And they're both
This maybe-
childhood movies for me, so it was a hard pick. But
Yeah.
I think I like.
I mean, they were both childhood movies for us too,
Yeah.
but we like saw Beauty and the Beast. I mean, like a lot of times, but Nightmare Before Christmas is a movie that like we were like actually into.
Yeah, I
like
looked at that
deeply into. I love that movie every time. It's beautiful.
Let's
Okay.
move to the Pixar side. That was the
Next-
Disney side.
Yeah, that's the Disney side, I guess.
So
This is
you-
the Pixar
you're-
side. These are two movies that one of them I haven't seen, one of them I care nothing about.
Same.
It is Up and Brave. I picked Up because I haven't seen Brave, but I don't particularly like Up.
I
if I'm
like
being
Up a
honest.
lot, and I picked it, and I've seen both of them.
Yes.
Brave is pretty good, but Up's better.
I picked Up, and I also don't care about it.
Do y'all even have hearts?
That movie I haven't seen it in a long time, but my memory of that movie is a mess. There are dogs that are talking. There's a house
No,
that's
you just
flying.
have to watch it.
There's
again.
I
bird.
am Doug, the dog.
There's a Boy
Squirrel!
Scout. There's weird.
It
there's
doesn't
weird
matter. That
technology.
one doesn't matter.
The beginning of Up
Because it's
is
not
really
gonna
cute.
get-
It's not going to get very far.
It's not gonna get
based on where it is.
The first 15 minutes of Up is very
And
good.
I'm gonna become
That's true.
controversial.
Now.
Oh,
now
no,
the-
Ethan. All right. So the next one we have is Toy Story versus Toy Story 2, which if
Toy
you pick
Story.
Toy Story 2, you've
What
never
are you
seen the
even
movies,
doing?
apparently.
Yeah, what
Like,
is
what is wrong with you? So I definitely picked Toy Story 1.
I basically picked
100%.
Toy Story 1, 100%.
Yeah.
I can't remember either of them very well, but yeah, I
Alright.
did.
The next
They
one is
kind of blend
something.
together.
The next one is something I have very strong feelings about. Why don't you lead us in, Bryce?
All right, the next one is Coco and Cars.
I have never seen Coco,
Same.
but I picked it over Cars 2.
Me
Thank
too.
you.
Yeah, same.
Thank you.
Same.
Am I the only one that has seen Coco?
Yeah,
I
sorry, it
really
was
don't.
Cars 2. I said just Cars.
Oh,
It
you
was
have
Cars 2.
Cars 2, which is maybe the worst movie ever made.
That was a very bad movie.
Worse than Fox and the Hound 2.
Yes.
I can confirm. Coco is one of the most beautiful movies I've ever seen. Not even animated movie. What Coco is one of the animated movies that stands out just among movies in general. I highly recommend everyone go see it. It's beautiful. It is a beautiful like representation of like Mexican culture and Day of the Dead festival. It's got music. It's got a twist. It's got heartfelt characters. It talks about family.
Gotta be honest,
It's
I'm
great.
not hearing anything that I can't see in James Bond Spectre.
Another topical reference.
That was a joke because Cars 2 would beat Spectre.
Oh my gosh.
And just for reference, I've seen every James Bond movie, so
I've seen like what 60% of them. I
probably.
need to watch the rest.
All right, let's move on. What's the next one?
Next one is Toy Story 3 versus The Good Dinosaur.
The
Care
Who
about
dinosaur?
either of those movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked Toy Story 3. I think it was more just nostalgia, but I
Yeah.
get that. So.
Yeah, T3 won.
Yeah.
I picked The Good Dinosaur because I could remember Toy Story 3.
Fair
Has it been-
enough.
have you seen The Good Dinosaur?
Yes,
Is it good?
it is pretty good.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, fair enough.
The
Fair
next
enough.
one is
Neither of those are going anywhere.
Ratatouille and Bugs Life,
Ugh.
which I don't really remember
It's gonna be
either
tough.
very well,
I picked
but I enjoyed
Ratatouille.
both of them. So but I just went with Bug Life because
I
I
went
feel like
with-
it was more of a childhood. I liked it better, I think, but I don't know.
I went with Ratatouille because I can still enjoy that movie a lot, and I've seen Bugs Life also recently, and it
Yeah.
Didn't hold up.
I
I
haven't
was-
seen it in a long time.
I was very
so.
torn because I watched Bugs Life a ton as a kid, but I haven't seen it in years.
Yeah.
I've seen Ratatouille a couple of times, but I remember it being a very well-made movie.
It is.
Yeah.
But
Is-
I also picked Ratatouille because I felt like it would hold up better.
I have a side note. I heard the other day that Bug's Life is also based off of a Shakespeare play, like Lion King is. Is that true?
What?
I have no
I
idea.
don't remember what this
Shakespeare- Wait.
But I think I know what you're talking about.
I think it's like maybe
Hamlet.
Hamilton. I haven't ever.
Hamilton.
Or Hamlet.
I know. I can't believe I just called it
Isn't that
that.
what Lion King was supposed to be
Hamlet
based
is
off?
the
Hamlet.
Lion King. Yeah.
Yeah.
it's Lion King.
Oh, you're right. What movie would it be then?
I'm looking it up.
I'm not sure. I don't know where I heard that either. But in the meantime, let's go on to the next one while he's looking that up. So Ratatouille. I picked Ratatouille.
Ratatouille.
I picked Bugs Life.
Ian, what'd you pick?
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille. I did not expect that.
Apparently Bugs Life and Seven Samurai are the same movie.
Oh, maybe I don't know.
I
Who
don't
knows?
know. I honestly don't really remember Bugs Life that well at all.
Yeah, I don't either.
I just know I liked it a lot as a kid, so I picked it.
I feel like the animation is really bad in that movie.
It's one of
Is
the
it?
first
Really early.
ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really early 3D.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I remember. Like it being weird.
What's the
Ratatouille's
next
all
one?
about
Okay,
food.
what's the next one?
The next
Alright.
one is Finding Nemo and Inside Out.
I think
Nemo.
it's hands down Nemo.
Nemo.
See, I haven't seen Inside Out.
Yeah, me either.
Apparently it's pretty good, but I haven't seen it. And
Heard
it's,
it's good.
it can't be better than Nemo.
Oh right, but it's not better than Nemo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't love Nemo.
Me either.
Really.
I loved it when I was a kid. It's one of those movies that I have no desire to watch now. Like I can remember the whole movie and don't have much of a desire to watch it. Like I don't have the feelings behind Nemo that I have like with a lot of movies. And I don't know what that is, but I did pick Nemo because I haven't seen Inside Out,
Yeah, same.
and also like it was a cherished movie when I was a kid.
Yeah.
All right, next up, we have Monsters Inc. Monsters Inc. I'm doing horrible over here.
You sound
Monsters
like
Inc.
me.
I know it's real bad. That's why we're. I love
Gotta say monsters.
you. Monsters Inc. versus Cars. This is the first Cars, not Cars 2. It's real Cars.
It's hard, but Monsters Inc.
Yeah, Monsters
I like
Monsters
Cars.
Inc.
Cars was a great movie, but
Monsters Inc. was
Monsters
better.
Inc. better.
I loved Cars when I was a kid,
Yeah,
but like apparently no adults who saw Cars liked it.
yeah. See, I think this a similar thing about Cars. Like, I really liked when I was a kid. I have no desire to watch that movie
Yeah.
ever again.
I watched Cars 3 like 2-3 weeks ago. It was pretty good.
Really.
Yeah.
That's not on the
Interesting.
list. So.
It was, yeah, it's not on here, but
Yeah.
I watched it and it was pretty good.
Monsters Inc. I think is a legitimately good movie.
Yeah, that's a good
Yes.
movie.
And talk about a touching movie. That movie
Yeah.
makes
that's
you
a good
feel
movie.
some things.
Last up, this one is so easy for me.
Also
Same.
very easy
Yeah.
for me.
Incredibles versus Wall-E.
I like Wall-E, but it's really easy because
Yeah,
Incredibles.
I don't like
I-
Wall-E at all, so that was easy.
I think I mentioned this on last podcast, but we did all see Incredibles together for the first time in the movie theater
2004.
in 2004, and we are gonna all go see Incredibles 2 when it comes out.
Yes.
Yep.
This
I-
is good. We should just get all the barns in all accordance to
That
go
finishes
see
off
it again.
The first round. So we are now on to the second round.
So most of ours are the same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a few
The
changes.
most part.
This is where it's gonna get probably.
Yeah, this is where it's gonna get toasty.
Oh,
Yeah.
the first one is so hard.
we
for
all
me.
we all
Yeah.
picked the same, but this is tough. Lion King versus Lilo and Stitch.
So Lion King is the better movie,
Yeah.
and I love Lion King, but I also have like my feelings for Lilo and Stitch are weirdly strong. Like, I love that movie so much, and I've loved it. Every time I've watched it, I've loved it. I would watch it again this second today. I love that movie. It would be so high up on my list if we were just doing a rankings,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but The
Lion
Lion
King.
King is the better movie.
Yeah.
Lilo and Stitch means more to me than Lion King does, as like a childhood movie. But Lion King is objectively better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So pick Lion King.
Yeah, Lion
We
King's
all
moving
feel the
on.
same way about it, but Lion King won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next one, Tangled versus Moana.
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 Yeah, we all went
I
Moana.
love Moana.
I haven't seen either, so it didn't matter for
I
me.
love it.
Next, Aladdin.
This one's easy too.
Versus
Aladdin
Little
versus
Mermaid.
Little Mermaid, right? Because we all picked the same again.
Yep.
Yeah, Aladdin.
I think that would be hard for
Definitely.
some people, but for us it's easy.
Again,
Both good
I'm-
movies, but Aladdin.
I'm not sentimental about Little Mermaid,
Yeah.
and I love Aladdin.
This bottom one is gonna be different for all of us.
Yeah. Okay, so Bryce and I had. Oh wait, no.
Yeah, we're all different.
We're all different. Everyone's different. So let's just start with Bryce, and we'll go around.
I had Zootopia versus Nightmare Before Christmas. I picked Nightmare Before Christmas because it's better than Zootopia. Let's be honest.
I had Zootopia versus Beauty and the Beast, and I picked Zootopia.
Wow.
I had Mulan versus Beauty and the Beast, and I picked Mulan.
I had
Enough.
Mulan versus Nightmare Before Christmas, and I picked Mulan.
So me and Ian are the same, and y'all are
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Mulan's good.
Zootopia moving up. I like that, Ethan. It's
I do.
controversial.
I
so
love, this is where things
Pixar-
start to change.
Yes.
Yeah, so Pixar, I have Up versus Toy Story, I think we all do.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Toy Story.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
all picked Toy
definitely
Story.
Toy
That's
Story.
easy.
It's great.
What do you have?
I had Up.
Whoa!
Yes.
This is
You
just
didn't
because-
remember it.
First because I don't remember it, and I
Oh.
really enjoyed Up.
Yeah. That's
Here's-
fair.
If this was
I
a
don't
ranking,
feel strongly about either of those movies.
if this was a ranking of saddest movie moment, Up would totally win.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Up is
Them getting
insane.
that
Fox and
movie
the
is
Hound won,
heartbreaking.
Bambi, and-
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That might be the first movie I ever cried in.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't like sobbing, but
Um,
a couple tears.
I was not far from openly weeping at the end of Coco. I will say. I will say that about that
Wow.
movie.
We need to see
I
this
went to
better.
watch this movie in the movie theater by myself, and I was just like, "Oh my gosh!" at the end. It
I'm
was
just
beautiful.
imagining you surrounded by like
Uh,
third graders and first graders. Just,
It was maybe like that.
just
To be fair, based on some more recent things. I'm talking about this. You guys haven't seen the movie, so you wouldn't know. But based on some more recent things that have happened in Bryce and I's life, Coco strikes a chord.
Oh, okay. Moving right
That is
along.
great, but it's a beautiful movie. Anyway, next we have Coco versus Toy Story 3.
I
Yeah.
had Good Dinosaur.
Ethan again is
No.
different.
Yeah, I picked Toy
The
Story
Rebel.
3 because I've never seen Coco.
Same.
So
I picked
couldn't do
Coco,
it,
and
'cause
I'm right. Can
Toy
I
Story
say?
3 is not a terrible movie like Cars
Yeah.
2, so
Yeah.
I had to go with Toy Story 3.
Yeah.
I don't think that highly of Toy Story 3, but I haven't seen Coco, so.
I picked Coco.
I picked Coco over The Good Dinosaur because I'm guessing Coco has music.
Yes, Coco does have music.
Yeah.
I don't think The Good Dinosaur had that much music.
Okay.
And then
Can I just replace The Good Dinosaur with Land Before Time?
that
And
would
then it
win.
could-
That would win everything.
and then it would beat Toy Story 3.
It would beat all of them.
Oh, Land Before Time. What a
Alright, so next one I had was Ratatouille versus Nemo.
great- Me too.
Yeah.
I had Bug's Life
Mm,
instead, but I picked Nemo. So
I picked
Okay.
Nemo.
I picked Nemo.
I picked Ratatouille.
Ooh.
Oh,
wow.
I did. I don't think that
Man.
highly of Nemo.
I love that movie.
I think there's just more, like, I have more sentimental feelings for Nemo than I do for Ratatouille.
Same.
And I
Yeah.
think Nemo's a better, I picked Ratatouille over Bug's Life because I think Ratatouille's a better movie. I think Nemo's a good movie.
I picked Ratatouille mostly because Brad Bird directed it. If Iron Giant was
Why
on
is
this
he
list, it
King
would be up there too.
Dude, talk about a heartbreaking.
He
Iron
directed
Giant is a heartbreaking.
Ratatouille, Incredibles, and Iron Giant.
Talk about another movie I've never seen.
Wait, what?
I've
Bruh.
seen it, but it's
I've never seen
been
Iron
a
Giant.
while.
That was a childhood movie
Dude,
for us, so it's
That
very
was a
good.
childhood
Yeah.
movie. That
That's a
movie's
beautiful
amazing.
movie too.
Yeah.
Anyway, now
Surely we all have the same
we're down to
answer
the
this one.
blast
This
of the
one's
second
hard,
round.
but it-
This
I
one's
think
hard.
we're
It was
the
very
same.
hard.
Monsters
That's
Inc.
the
versus Incredibles. I picked Incredibles
I picked
so
Incredibles.
quick.
Yeah.
It was very hard.
I picked
Monsters
Incredibles
Inc.
so
probably
quick,
like
too.
top 2, top 3, but I went Incredibles.
You went
Yeah, I went
Incredibles.
Incredibles. It was more memorable
Yeah.
than Monsters Inc. But
And I
they were
love that
both
movie.
just great memories of my childhood.
Yeah.
That's true.
Except for Monsters Inc.'s the lip sucking machine. That was one of the deciding factors for this because that scene just scared me so much as a kid.
That's
Yeah, that was
hilarious.
rough.
Oh, this one.
Okay, now it gets real.
We're now in the third round.
Third round. I
Top
think
left.
we all have Lion King versus Moana.
True.
Yep.
Lion King
We
wins.
don't all have the same.
I picked Lion King.
I
I
picked
picked
Moana.
No!
I
Lion King.
I picked
You picked
Moana.
Lion King?
Lion King.
So 3 Lion Kings and 1 Moana.
I
Moana.
love Moana that much that I picked it
Oh
over
my
Lion King.
God.
I
Oh my
love that
gosh.
movie so
I can't.
much.
I understand how hard it is, but Lion
I
King's-
I
Lion
had
King
to give
is
it the
Lion
edge.
King.
I know it is, but Moana, I just
That hurts
I
me.
had to.
That hurts me too.
I couldn't decide until we actually started this.
I think we're all going to be in
Like,
agreement on this
Okay.
next one. We
Next
have different ones, but
I think the same one's gonna win.
I think everyone has Aladdin.
I have Aladdin versus Nightmare Before Christmas. Aladdin obviously wins that.
Yeah, Aladdin,
have-
Moana.
What's that
Moana.
face, Ethan?
Moana.
This is her face.
Mine's
We'll get to him.
different
He's going
again.
left.
I have Aladdin versus Mulan, and I have Aladdin going.
I have Aladdin versus Mulan, and I have Aladdin going again.
I had Aladdin versus Zootopia, and I put Zootopia.
Whoa!
Wow.
I enjoyed Zootopia that much.
Wow.
Man, this is that. What's that basketball team? Lola, whatever.
Loyola.
Loyola,
Yeah.
Chicago.
Zootopia didn't
Zootopia
even
is
make it
that-
out of my first
that team.
round.
Me neither.
And it's in his like
I
top
enjoyed it a
4.
lot.
He loves it.
It's a good movie.
It's a good movie. I
It was
just think
good.
every time it's stacked up with
I wanna watch
something, I
that.
like something else a little bit better.
Yeah.
Let's go to the top right. I have Toy Story versus Toy Story 3. I picked Toy Story. That's easy.
Yeah, I picked Toy Story.
I have Toy Story versus Coco. I picked Coco. That's easy.
I had Up versus Coco, and I put Up.
Okay.
You got a weird list over there.
Up was in your top 4? Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
they're not the top 4.
We're about to
it's
get-
just the final 4. Because top 4, I wouldn't.
Actually, this.
It's
It
true.
would be completely different.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
it
Not
was top 4.
The final 4. I'm talking within the realm of this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, the next one is not hard for me, at least. Nemo versus Incredibles.
Yes, incredible.
Incredibles.
I had Ratatouille versus Incredibles. Incredibles, obviously, so
Incredibles-
easy.
Okay.
All right.
Bye, Ratatouille.
We're in the final 4. On one side, let's just deal with this. On one side, most of us have Lion King versus Aladdin.
It's true. All of the right people.
I have Lion King versus Zootopia.
He has Lion King
And
versus Utopia.
let's
and
just
he
go ahead.
Better have picked.
What'd you pick?
I put Lion King.
Okay.
Thank God. And you have what do you?
I have Moana and Aladdin. And I picked
Oh.
Moana.
Wow.
So Moana goes to your top 2.
Yep.
I picked
the
Lion King.
finals.
To go to my
I
top
picked
2.
Lion King easy.
And to me, Lion King is actually like Aladdin is way up there for me, but Lion King is just like
Honestly,
So
Lion
good.
King might mean more. I mean, Aladdin might mean more to me, my childhood, than Lion King. But Lion King is just a good movie. Like,
honestly, I don't think any of these movies mean. Well, we'll get to that. But Lion King means more to my childhood than Aladdin does, and I
Yeah.
loved Aladdin, but I've always loved Lion King.
Yeah, well.
The other side, this is the hardest round
Moana,
for me. This is the hardest round for
fangirl.
me. I had Coco versus Incredibles, and I'm still a little bit on the fence. So you guys go back.
I had Toy Story versus Incredibles. That was also really hard. But I had Incredibles because it's just that good.
I had Incredibles versus Toy Story. I picked Incredibles. It was easy for me. I love that movie.
I had Up versus Incredibles, and I picked The Incredibles. It was very
Thank you. If Up goes to the finals,
No.
whew.
Yeah,
It was just what it was put up against on that side.
I'm gonna be honest.
What?
I put Coco.
Oh,
put
no.
Coco.
Put Coco.
Man, we need to go watch that now.
I-
Yeah, apparently.
Man, I'm still not. That's like I want to have neither of them move on because I can't like. Coco is a beautiful, wonderful movie that should be celebrated, and Incredibles is one of the biggest movies from my childhood, like the most
Yeah.
important. And I love that movie. But I did write down Coco, and I think I gotta go with that because I really
I'll
like
respect that.
I will say, when I saw the trailer for Coco, like, before I knew anything about it, I'm like, Ian's gonna love this movie.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. I was like,
It's like a kid walking down the street with a guitar. Okay, well, that's Ian's
gonna
favorite
like the
movie.
it. It's a very good movie.
So
And
what are
includes skeletons playing guitar? Very good.
what are our championships? I have Lion King versus Incredibles, which I'm proud
Same.
of.
I have Moana versus Incredibles, which I'm also
I have
proud
Lion
of.
King versus Coco, which I'm fine with. Proud of.
Fair enough. So it's close. Our lists ended up pretty close.
Yeah.
Well, we all end up with Lion King.
I thought we were all
No,
going
we
to end up
didn't.
with the same.
We didn't all end
final.
up with Lion King.
I
Oh,
didn't
that's
have
true.
Lion
we
King.
didn't like
We all have.
That was really hard. That was
We
probably
all
the
have
hardest
Incredibles?
decision.
We all have
Moana
one in
versus
common,
Lion
right?
King.
Do we have Incredibles in common?
No, none
No,
of
I
us.
don't have Incredibles.
He's
no.
not.
Coco.
You have Coco and Lion King?
And I have Moana and Incredibles. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So
Y'all
we're
are the
close. We're close.
Yeah.
But me and Ethan.
we're the same.
Your
Okay.
your list was a little whack, but we ended up in a
I
good
know it
place.
was. I was just like, oh no, I don't remember this movie. Okay.
So
This
Lion
is so
King.
hard for me.
Did anyone not? Well, you
He didn't have Lion
Okay.
King.
Lion King.
keep putting Pat
Oh,
out of the way. The
no.
three of us have Lion King, right?
Yes.
We can agree that it's the best
I
animated
can't
movie
do
ever.
it.
I just had
Right?
to decide because I could not
How?
decide between, because I'm going Lion King because part of my childhood was actually playing Lion King when we had all of our cousins and everybody together. That's what we did when we were little.
Oh, that's
Because
cute.
we
Yeah,
loved
that
Lion
was
King
great,
so much.
but
That's good.
I just love Moana that
Right.
much.
I think for the sake of difference, I'm going Incredibles.
I see. I can respect that though because I know how much Bryce loves Incredibles.
I love Incredibles.
Bryce has
I-
loved Incredibles since the day it came out. So much. Like
That was
I
like
love Incredibles, but he loves it definitely more than I do.
That's probably like the first superhero movie I've ever seen, technically.
Yeah.
I also picked Incredibles because that movie
Yeah.
is so good.
Such a good movie.
I picked Lion King. In my opinion, Lion King is not only the best anime movie ever made. It's one of like the best just movies ever made.
It's probably. It might be the only one of these movies on this list that is actually on like a list of top 100 movies ever made.
That's what I'm saying. Is like
Incredibles might be.
I don't-
Because everyone
maybe.
loves that movie. Like,
I'm just saying like Lion King to me is like Lion King is like next to like Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
In like just like most well-made movies. It's not my favorite movies list necessarily. Lion King's probably up there in my favorite movies, but it's not like my top favorite movie. But just as far as like being well-made, Lion King's up there. I
So
would
we had two
also
Incredibles
agree-
and two Lion Kings.
Yes.
Yep.
I would also agree that
I
Incredibles
honestly
is
thought
very well made.
that we were all going to have Incredibles winning.
Really?
I thought we were all going to have Incredibles
Wow.
winning, but I was wrong.
So younger kids go with Incredibles, the other ones go with Lion King.
Yeah, I guess so.
What does
But
that
you
say?
made some choices along the way that.
Ethan was.
I ain't gonna lie, they
What
were
was your
weird
top
choices.
two again?
Top two on which side? Like, what do you mean?
You're
You had
top
Lion
two in
King,
general.
Yeah, Lion King and Incredibles.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
That was a
Okay,
solid.
I couldn't
That was me
remember.
and Bryce the
Yeah,
same.
yeah. That's true. Wow,
Interesting.
that was a lot. It's
Yeah.
interesting.
So, anyway, we got anything else we want to talk about before we?
Mr. Matthew Barham
My
Ah, Diddy.
wow sent in.
Shout out to my
he
dad.
Saved,
Shout out.
He saved me from having to do work, and he sent in an Amazon review
Thank you.
for the story about Ping. This
It's
is
a
a
children's
children's
book.
book. Yeah,
Very
it's a
good
children's
children's
book
book.
about ducks.
You should go read it if you haven't
You
before.
go read it, yes.
I have not.
Yeah, Ian
Have
and
you-
Bryce.
I just read it.
Okay.
I haven't read it.
Yeah,
About
Bryce.
a duck who gets separated, all that stuff. Gets separated from his family,
Yeah.
has to find them or whatever.
Kind of
Yes.
a normal duck story.
Kind of normal. Ducks.
Ducks,
Turns out-
get on it. Watch your children. Jeez.
Ducks are not very attentive parents. That's what I'm gonna say. And you might find that speciesist, but I'm willing to say that.
They're too
We have the
busy
literature
eating
to back it up.
old bread off
Yes.
the bottom of a lake to take care of their children.
Now it is hard. It is hard
To
to watch your children when you have to put your head all the way underwater.
That's
to eat.
true.
But okay, this is a customer review from John E. Francisco, like Francisco, but without the N.
Francisco.
Francisco, like
Francisco.
Fresca.
On January 25th in the year 2000.
Amazon was a thing?
Wait, what? How is that even possible?
Your dad is showing his age.
I'm gonna be honest.
His young age. He's so young.
I don't
Yeah,
know how
nice
that's
save.
possible. Was
Yeah.
Amazon around back then?
We'll get back to you on that.
Okay.
Let's get this.
I'm gonna read this review. Ping, the magic duck. Using deft allegory, the authors have provided an insightful and intuitive explanation of one of Unix's most venerable networking utilities.
What? You lost me
Even
already.
more stunning is that they were clearly working with the very early beta of the program, as their first book appeared in 1933, decades, before the operating system and network infrastructure were finalized.
This is
The
a book, right?
Yes. A children's
A
book.
children's book about ducks. The book describes networking in terms even a child could understand, choosing to anthropomorphize. I don't think he wrote that right. I don't know. Maybe I've been saying it wrong. I don't know. Anyway, you know the word. The underlying packet structure. The ping packet is described as a duck who, with other packets, more ducks, spends a certain period of time on the host machine, the wise-eyed boat. At the same time each day, iBridge. What?
I think that's a character.
Oh, no. I just skipped line.
Oh.
At the same time each day, I suspect that this is scheduled under cron. The little packets exit the host boat by way of a bridge. From the bridge, the packets travel onto the internet, here embodied by the Yangtze River. The title packet, Ping. Wait, the title character is a packet, but it's also a duck called Ping. That's where we're at in this review.
Okay.
Ping meanders around the river before being received by another host, which is another boat. It's a boat that has humans on it in the book. He spends a brief time on the other boat, but eventually returns to his original host machine, the Wise-Eyed boat, somewhat the worse for wear. If you need a good, high-level overview of the Ping utility, this is the book. I can't recommend it for most managers, as the technical aspects may be too overwhelming and the basic concepts too daunting. Problems with this book. As good as it is, the story about Ping is not without its faults. There is no index, and though the Ping man pages cover the command line options well enough, some review of them seems to be in order. Likewise, in a book solely about Ping, I would have expected a more detailed overview of the ICMP packet structure. But even with these problems, the story about Ping has earned a place on my bookshelf, right between Stephen's advanced programming in the Unix environment and my dog-eared copy of Dante's seminal work on MS Windows. Inferno. You can read that passage on the Windows API. Obscure, profound it was, and nebulous, so that by fixing on its depths my sight, nothing whatever I discerned therein, without shaking their head with deep understanding. But I digress. That's the end of the review.
What?
That's so funny.
That's hilarious.
What a legend.
Thank you, Mr. Matt. Shout out to Mr. Matt. Fellow lover, alongside myself, of bad horror movies. And apparently fellow lover of bad or humorous Amazon reviews. So, have a lot in common here. Shout out to Matt. Bryce is stopped being part of the podcast and he's now drawing pictures. Oh no! Wait, what is that a picture of?
Why, Bryce? Why?
Wait, I want to see this. Also, this is also. Wait.
What do you guys think?
Okay,
This
has to go on the podcast. It also has to be the picture of.
Wait, that could be the cover for the Easter
It's gonna
special.
be the cover for
Yes.
Easter special. Instead of paying attention to our life's work, the Scrubcast, he has been drawing a dog's butthole. Thank you, Bryce, for that.
You're welcome.
Now we have to put an explicit tag on it.
Sorry. Do you like the
Walking
ears?
away.
I'm especially proud of the ears.
They're appropriate.
Yeah, they look great.
Let's just keep describing this picture of
Or
a dog's
not.
butthole on our podcast.
Thank you for listening to the Scrubcast. My name is Bryce Curtis.
Thank you for
Thank
listening.
you for listening. We'll see you later. I'm tired of looking at Ethan's face. Next time we record, I will be alone in a room and we'll be staring into the middle distance.
Yeah, I would enjoy that.
So
better,
look
too.
forward to that. The audio quality will probably be higher on the next episode, but the kinship will most certainly be higher.
I feel like Ethan's gonna be the guy looking through Ian's window.
Oh
I'm gonna be podcasting
Don't
through your
do this to
window.
Okay, thank you for listening to the Scrubcast.
We love you.
We do love you.
Shout out to
Bye.
Mackenzie. Shout out to my mom for ordering us a pizza that is now waiting on us. You're the best mom.
Can I just eat the pizza?
Shout out
You
to
and
me
Mackenzie
for my
are right
birthday
up there.
that I had a couple days ago.
Shout out to Ethan's birthday.
I have to shout out myself on this podcast. That's okay.
That's fine.
He'll
I'm
know
not
about
shouting
that
out
anyway.
anyone else in this podcast.
Alright, bye.
Fine, bye.
Bryce, let it go.